Okay, so there are some recent photos that were posted on Twister. Woo! On Twitter, of an IR scene that you did with what's the dick? And it's like so big.
Dread.
Is it Dread? Okay.
Yeah. Oh,
and
that one where my ass is just like huge.
Not even that one. Before I saw that one, I saw the one of you holding his like it was a sandwich.
Oh, and yeah, and like biting.
Like, yeah, and it just looks like it's like a massive Subway that you'll never be able to eat.
Yeah.
And I remember seeing that picture going, how the fuck is that going to go inside of her?
It was crazy. I mean, when Jules first approached me about doing that shoot, I had just started doing anal a couple months before, but I was really into it. I was realizing, that I could do it and not just do it like normal, but really take it and gape. Mm-hmm. Gaping is like, I didn't know that gaping was such a popular niche. Like, I didn't realize. I just didn't. But he asked me to do it, and I said, can we do it? And he said, whatever you're comfortable with. And I said, okay, then I'm going to try it. And his is huge. It's the biggest I've ever seen in my life, except for maybe one other person, but I don't even want to talk about him.
Okay.
Because he sucks. But Dread is an amazing performer, and what was I saying?
His dick
it was
really
the biggest, but like next to my tiny hands and face, it just looked like astronomical.
So are you one of those people do you find sometimes it's easier than vaginal? Yeah. Okay,
absolutely.
Yeah, I know quite a few girls like that.
Absolutely. I mean,
because your is really tight, right?
It's so tight, and I actually just tweeted about this the other day that it's actually kind of frustrating, and it really bums me out sometimes, like how tight it is. And I know a lot of people commented on that and said like either, oh, I want to f that tight, or they said like you should be happy you have a tight. Yeah. And I'm just like, maybe if I was like a regular civilian girl that just wanted like quick validation from people telling me like, oh my God, you're so tight. But like when it's actually a career and a job and I have to get hard in the probably like 4 times a week at least, it definitely takes a toll on my body, and it kind of hurts. Like what I'm realizing is that like when people don't use enough lube, it creates like this friction and it's like tearing away at the skin. But like it's fine. Like I always recover. I just need to like have that recovery time. It always bounces back, but it's just like,
Do you book your boy girl seats then with like time in between them?
Yes. Spiegler, when I first went with Spiegler, he asked like, how many boy girls can you do in a row? How many can you do? And I told him like, I can do like 2, sometimes 3 boy girls in a row, depending
on the guy,
his size, what type of scene it is. Yeah. But I would much prefer to have like, a boy girl, then a girl, then a boy girl, then and just like, I like the fact that the scenes I do are versatile because it's not just like constant strain on my. That's it.
So, I mean, so what do you do then? Do you just like have to warm it up before a scene? Do you ever use toys, or you just have like the guy start off real slow? I just really like, they just use a lot of lube and start slow. It stretches out. Like eventually and when I get aroused, like it opens more. That's just like female anatomy. But, oh my God, I lost my train of thought. This happens all the time. About getting your pussy to open up.
Yeah, about getting it to open up. It just opens, but yeah, they definitely have to take it slow at first. And sometimes, like, I find it funny when people say, like, it's the myth that the more a girl gets, like, her is loose. I just think it's so funny because it's actually the exact opposite. The more you have in the it gets swollen and it shuts and it's like clamped shut. So that kind of happens to me sometimes. It's hard to do a boy girl if it was like a really tough scene the day before, and then to do another one, it just takes longer.
Yeah, I can imagine. It was interesting. There was this one girl that I worked with who she brings a vibrator and she uses it on her before the boy girl scene, like even just for a couple of minutes to like get her aroused, and she said it helps her open up so much, and I was like, that makes so much sense to me. But I'd never seen anybody else do that.
I used to do that for like when I first started. It was a way to associate like the quote unquote pain of with like sexual pleasure. I never really had like serious pain, more just like
uncomfortableness,
stretching. Yeah, but using the vibrator definitely helps, but I don't even use that anymore because I've kind of like learned about my like elastic. What
elasticity?
is the word? Elasticity. Yeah, I've learned about it and I know how it works now. And after doing that scene with Dredd, I just like know, I just have an instinct now for like how it's gonna be that day, and it's just like a comfort, a thought in my head, knowing like no matter how scared I am of this, like I will take it and it won't hurt. Because if I can do anal with Dredd without pain, then I can do anal with anyone.